After what I did, I couldn't refuse. There was a time when we lived like we were glued together. Paddling pools, school holidays, growing up side by side. On our 8th birthday, we copied a Blood Brothers pact from an old movie using Dad's penknife, and Belle spent 2 days in bed on antibiotics, the sight of her cut swelled up angry and red. Blood sisters. I couldn't refuse. So, after I'd locked up for the night, I'd packed a bag and wondered how, in my cheap clothes and cheap shoes, I could slot into a luxury cruise. I had no idea what was coming. Day 1. 1. The port is busy. A line of passengers look up at the new ship gleaming white under the heat-wave sun, one of the hottest dunes on record for Portsmouth. The sea is blue and stretches out flat, not a ripple in sight. I've been talking to the couple in front of me for a few minutes now as the line inches forward. The woman must be in her late 50s. She wears a huge hat, blue and bright, and she has gold hoop earrings and bright red lipstick. She's as shiny as the new ship. She smiles at me. "Is it your first cruise, dear? Emily, you said your name was?" "Yes, Emily. First time as a passenger. I like your hat," I say. She beams, touching it as she replies. "It's new. I heard the Scarmados family themselves will be on board." She speaks in an awed whisper. I open my mouth to comment when the husband says, "Well, they do own the bloody ship. It's the first voyage. Why he went into ships, I've no idea. Don't like his washing machines much myself. He sells billions of them, but they're always breaking down. Cheap, but you get what you pay for. I hope he builds these things a bit better." We all look up. Beautiful. So huge I can barely breathe. "Wow," I say, and the woman nods in agreement. In my bag, I have the crisp white invitation, and I have the note that arrived in the post the day after. Covered with thick black marker pen, it read, "Stay away from the ship. I know what you did." No name. A warning from someone who wished to stay anonymous. I'd thrown up after reading it, the guilt suddenly as fresh as it had been 3 years ago. I'd felt sick and hollow all day. Someone knew. That decided it. The warning hadn't put me off coming. If anything, it had made up my mind. I might be terrified to see Belle again, but if someone knows, then I can't run from that. Coming has meant ripping myself from the safety of my life with Dad and Finn. I'm still not fully healed, even 3 years later. I'm not ready to go forward or to look back. My life has become predictable and stable. It was what I needed after the horror of the yacht. Maybe this jolt out of my routine of work and looking after Finn and Dad is what I need, even if I'm not prepared. I have to find out who else knows the truth, our secret. I should have called Belle, but I'd put it off. After 3 years, I need to see her face to face. There's too much to say. I promise myself again I will keep Finn safe. He's all mine. Someone is threatening me and I need to sort it out to secure our future. "You're very pretty," the woman says, and I snap back to reality and smile. "Thank you." She digs me with her elbow. "You know the eldest son, Jimmy, is single." For the first time in a while I laugh, but the woman is still speaking. Her eyes widen and she grins, digging me again. "I might get a selfie." "Don't go anywhere near them. They're all awful. More money than sense." The husband twists the top from a Coke bottle and it fizzes down his arm. "That Mattia Scarmado looks pretty heartless to me. You know his first wife drowned on their private beach. So sad. But then he ups and marries again in 5 minutes to someone half his age. His new wife is younger than his oldest son. I'm only here because you talked me into it. I hope we don't see those bloody immoral kids, all fast cars, too much money and booze." The man takes a drink from his Coke bottle and wriggles in his shirt. "This new material you got me is itchy." The wife starts talking almost before he finishes.